Imagine waking up to a city that's eerily quiet, streets covered in shadows, and the faint sound of something dragging across the pavement. Whatever you're imagining, it's worse. This isn't just another zombie story. This is about a city where survival isn't just a battle against the undead, it's a fight against your own mind. By the end of this story, you'll question if you'd survive, or lose yourself in the chaos. It started on an ordinary Tuesday. The kind where people rushed to work, scrolled through their phones, and cursed at traffic lights. Nobody knew it would be the last normal day. By noon, the city center was on edge. Social media exploded with videos of people collapsing in broad daylight. At first, it looked like a gas leak, people clutching their throats, gasping for air. But then they'd get back up. Only, they weren't the same. Eyes glazed over, mouths gaping, skin gray like ash. It wasn't just one or two, it was dozens, then hundreds. The news called it an outbreak. The survivors called it hell. At the heart of the city, a small group of strangers found themselves thrown together by sheer chance, or maybe fate. There was Lily, a med school dropout with shaky hands but a sharp mind. She'd been heading home when she saw the first infected clawing at a bus window. Then there was Mark, an ex-cop who hadn't held a badge in years. He was a loner, haunted by his own demons. But when he saw the chaos breaking out, his instincts kicked in. And finally, Mia, a high school senior who had been skipping class to meet her boyfriend. When she saw the first signs of trouble, she ran. She never imagined her quick thinking would save her life. This unlikely trio ended up barricaded in a coffee shop as the streets outside turned into a war zone. The infected weren't just mindless, they were fast, relentless, and worst of all, quiet. Through the night, they pieced together what had happened. The virus wasn't natural. It wasn't even an accident. It was engineered. Someone wanted this city to fall, but why? Their safe haven didn't last. By morning, the barricade was under siege. Glass shattered. Hands clawed. Teeth snapped. They had no choice but to run. The streets were a maze of death. They had to navigate through alleys filled with infected, subway stations teeming with the undead, and buildings where shadows hid horrors waiting to pounce. But the infected weren't the only danger. As the city fell apart, so did humanity. People turned on each other, food became currency, and trust was a gamble most couldn't afford. It was in the heart of the financial district that the trio discovered the truth. In the depths of an abandoned skyscraper, they stumbled upon a makeshift lab. Blood samples, maps of the city, and a single chilling message scrawled on the wall, Phase 1 complete. This wasn't the end, it was just the beginning. As they tried to piece together the mystery, the infected swarmed the building. Trapped on the 37th floor with no way down and no hope of rescue, they had to make a choice, fight their way out, or take a leap of faith, literally. The rooftop was their only escape, but it wasn't empty. Something, or someone, was waiting for them up there. A figure in a hazmat suit stood at the edge, holding a device. Before they could react, he turned and spoke, "You weren't supposed to survive." And then, the roof collapsed. We don't know what happened to Lily, Mark, or Mia after that. Some say they were the only ones who escaped the city alive. Others believe they were part of something bigger, a test. But one thing is certain, the outbreak didn't stay contained. The last footage from the city's perimeter shows the infected breaching the quarantine zone. And if that's true, it's already too late for the rest of us. Want to know what happens next? Watch the next video, if you dare.